Alrighty guys, so just off Eastern Avenue in a little street called Rawhide, which isn't that far from Russell, is the home of Red Fox. Let's go check it out. Alrighty, it's now a Shannon Day Realty, but it's also, I don't know if it's even open. It's kind of boarded up here. Very simple house. I don't know, nice little ranch home. You could see that the driveway is now where you can't get to it off the street. Little garage in the background. I'll have to do maybe a historic aerial on this particular home to see what it looked like back when he lived here, because I'm sure this had to have been fenced off. I wouldn't think it would be wide open. A lot of these homes on Eastern though are homes, but they're now businesses, so it's interesting. So as you see, this is a busy street, but look at that. These are homes, but it's all, now it's a State Farm agency. This is a barber shop. Masks sold here. It's like crazy. I don't even know if some of them are actual homes and some of them are businesses as well. So here is, trying to get a shot of it. Apologize if it's loud. It's a very busy street right here, but we're gonna scoot over to the other side. Now, oddly though, the address says 5460 now, but on the maps, it says 5480 Eastern. I think Steve-O might make mention of that too when he talks about said house. All right, we're trying to find a better spot because the glare is like pretty crazy. So I'm gonna guess this was a garage at one time.
Still a garage.
Still a garage?
It's got the garage door.
Oh, okay. So it just looks like a little mini home too.
Yeah.
So maybe back in the day, you know, celebrities didn't really live extravagant. Or maybe just some celebrities just wanted to live simple.
I think a lot of it was, you know, they bought a house here because they performed here a lot, not necessarily their primary residence.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like a back door right there. And then this must have been the driveway. And yeah.
Still is a driveway.
Still is a driveway? Still, yeah, but it's just like no longer accessible. All right, Steve-O, take it away.
All right.
God, I should have brought my kazoo.
Okay. By Chrissy's face, maybe I should stop that.
Oh, yeah, please.
So, okay, so just a little bit about Red Fox, I guess. So, this is the house at, what was the address? Oh, you don't know.
It said 5480.
5480 Southeastern Avenue.
Yeah.
But it says 5460 out there. So, who knows what's going on with that. So, Red Fox was born in 1922 in St. Louis, Missouri. He got his start in radio as a comedy troupe, and then by the time he got into his 50s, he was a pretty notable star and started to headline. And he was one of the first black performers to ever perform for white audiences, a strictly white audience. So that was kind of, he broke that color barrier, I guess, which is kind of. Let's see. Okay, so 1972 to 1977, he started Sanford and Son, which is kind of a big deal, I guess. It was a big show for a lot of years. And a little trivia about Sanford and Son: it spawned 6 spin-offs, which I can't even name one of those. But that's kind of crazy. Let's see. And then poor Red Fox, he died on October 1991 at the age of 68 years old from a heart attack. And just a quick little bit of trivia. Red Fox figured out a way to beat the draft in World War II by eating half a bar of soap that gave him heart palpitations, and he got considered 4F and didn't have to go into the Army.
All
so,
right. Interesting
sure, I think
tidbit.
that was really cool, but I could kind of understand that at the same time.
All right, and to end the vlog about Red Fox, this segment, he did comedy acts in Vegas, and that's why he lived out here. And so there you go. There's his home, wide open here on Eastern Avenue. It's now a realty office, maybe. It looks kind of abandoned at the moment, but there you guys go.
I wish my brother George was here. Okay.
You guys don't want to see my face right now. Wow. So Steve, where are we?
So if you haven't figured that out, if you're too young, we are at the mansion of Mr. Liberace.
Mr. Liberace.
So
it does actually have a plaque here. It says Liberace Mansion, built in 1962, has been placed on the Clark County Register of Historic Places on March 2nd, 2016. So it is now the Liberace Mansion. What's the address? Is that
the address is 4982 Shirley Street.
Okay. So
it's where UNLV is right over there, and on the other side is McCarran Airport over there.
Yeah, we're right in the heart. This is
we're right between the two.
Yeah.
In just a regular Joe neighborhood.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, Liberace lived in this, because these are small homes. Once again,
what he did was he took, when he bought the property on one side of the house, so this is actually two homes. And then, so he bought both, put them both together, and then when he built the house in 1974, the original home was built in, I guess, 62, but when he bought the place in 72? 74? What did I say?
I have no idea.
Something like that.
I like this upper glass atrium thing. A little.
Oh yeah, that's
cool. I
cool.
see a chandelier. It's so Liberace.
That's really cool.
And looks like a very
just
pretty
a regular Joe neighborhood.
Mosaic window here. Looks like it has. Yeah, very nice. So he was the first piano music book that I ever owned. It was a real simple how to play piano. Thank you, Liberace. I'm not as good as you are or ever will be, but still, you motivated me.
Well, he was a virtuoso, according to somebody. He was a child virtuoso.
Oh, okay.
So, and his brother was actually really talented too, musician. So he was, want some stuff? Liberace was born in 1919 in Wisconsin to Irish and Polish parents.
Okay.
And he was a child prodigy, and he started he had a recording career that lasted over 40 decades.
Wow.
And he had a long list of albums.
40 years or 40
40
decades?
40 decades?
Oh my
I
God,
meant 4 decades, which is 40 years. That's what I say.
That's what I was like, whoa, how old is this dude?
Okay, so, okay.
Aren't we professional people? I love watching our...
Okay, so, but he was, here's his first, he was born, I gotta get this name right, I can't even pronounce it. Walju Valentino Liberace.
Okay.
And so I don't know why his brother got George, but he got
and then you got George.
So
okay.
I thought that was pretty crazy.
Interesting. And when you quoted that, what you did quote,
I wish my brother George was here.
Did he say that a lot or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was what he used to say.
I only watched him when I was little, so I don't remember any of this kind of stuff.
He'd sit down with his candelabra, and right before he started to play, he'd say that.
Did his brother pass away or something? Is that why he would say that?
No, I guess he wanted his brother to perform with him.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so here you go. The former home of Liberace.
Okay, so,
we're not done yet. Oh, I'm sorry. Oops. Hang tight.
So he earned the nickname Mr. Showmanship for his over-the-top performances. Like he would bring out Rolls Royces covered solid gold or covered in gold leaf or something like that, or diamond-studded pianos.
You keep walking towards me. Well, you guys, if you watch my video on the car museum out here, there was an area in the back that had Liberace goods, and I could only do a slideshow of it because we weren't allowed to film back there. But there was a lot of his stuff, his cars and stuff, and some of his outfits. So
he was over the top on all his performances. So he bought the home in '74, and then it was upon his death, it was sold, and people started. A couple of different investors bought it and started using it for weddings and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And then it kind of, and then the house in its heyday sold for $3.7 million in 2006.
Okay.
And then the bubble crash, and the guy that owns it now has started a foundation to renovate it and keep it nice. But he bought it for $500,000.
Oh wow!
So that was a brutal loss on that job.
But now it's a historic landmark.
Yeah, it's
so
also 14,393 square feet.
Whoa!
Yes.
Pretty cool gate there.
And so now it's owned by this guy, and he started a foundation. Let's see, what's it called? Friends of the Liberace Mansion. And so they do hold events once in a while here for fundraisers for good old mansion.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Just to give you guys a rough idea of what we were talking about, this is exactly where we are coming from with Liberace's mansion. Excuse me, Steve-O, and your big mug there. Mm-hmm. But there's the mansion right there, but then it's just a very ordinary little neighborhood.
Yeah, working Joe neighborhood.
Yeah. So I just wanted to capture that real quick. And there's Tropicana right here. So onward to the next home. All right, before we move on to the next home, I thought I would talk about this, because this is off Tropicana and Spencer. It's Liberace's former museum. So it's no longer a museum. You just see like vegan Mexican food and adult daycare, Ruby's Banquet Hall, strip mall, all sorts of other things. But just wanted to show you. I thought that was cool that they still left Liberace's what do you call it, mural on the wall here, keeping old vintage history in. So I love that. So I just wanted to show you. And let me just show you plenty of parking here, obviously, but so. All right, there you go. All right, guys, now this is a very interesting house. Just found out about it maybe less than a week ago. It's an underground house. So we're gonna do a little, we're standing in the shade because it's still a little warm out.
It's a little warm out, right?
And I'm also gonna do some screenshot pictures of what it looks like inside, because obviously we're not gonna be able to go into the house at all. You can't even see it because it's underground, but it's pretty cool. Let's go check out the grounds real quick, and then we'll do some factoids for you. All right, so we are on Spencer Street. The actual address is 3970.
3970 Spencer.
Not
that.
the.
We're about a
block from Flamingo?
A block from Flamingo.
Okay. So, see this little building? That would be the entrance into this. How much footage was this house?
It's huge. It's huge.
There's a great YouTube video of it where the guy.
15,000 square feet of space, but the actual house is 5,000 square feet.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. The house itself was 5,000.
But it's what did I say? 15,000 if you count the indoor, underground, backyard, front yard, side yard, patios, all the other stuff. So it's kind of amazing. The whole house is an actual house with a front yard and a backyard and everything, all underground.
And this house was supposed to be like for the caretaker?
It's a kind of a caretaker slash decoy.
Decoy. I was going to say, it almost is like a decoy home. Yeah. But then this is the actual entrance to this underground home.
There's actually multiple ways to get in from underground. That one over there is one of them. Sorry.
Okay, keep going.
Oh,
what's the other? Yes, you keep walking towards me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so.
So anyway, there's one that's like a tunnel, and I have a picture of it. I got off another video.
How do you get to it though?
You have to walk these grounds and walk on top and back in there.
There's like some
if we were to climb
hatch.
Up and put a little. You could probably see a little bit of it if you peek your head over the fence. There's like this.
I had a drone.
If we had a little, it's a little mound and it's got a little walkway, and that entrance has an elevator to take you down.
Oh wow! And if you can see, there's air conditioners on the ground. Those are for the house. Those are on top of the roof of the house. I don't know about this fake tree thing going down. I forgot what that was. But there's a great YouTube video of a guy that gets the a tour, and the current owner, I don't know if he's the current owner now, was showing them all the ins and outs and how they could adjust not the weather per se, but the day, so you could make it look like nighttime, morning, afternoon.
You wouldn't get like sundowner disease or that feeling, because they could light up the out backyard and the front yard to make it look like you're the time of day it is.
And there's also a couple pools, swimming pools, and a little mini golf course.
There's a miniature golf for a little golf. There's a putting green, dance floor.
Oh yeah,
outdoor barbecue that has this with smoke being sucked into the barbecue and out a pipe.
Maybe that's what the tree is for. That's what it was. I knew that tree was for something. I remember seeing the video about it. That's it. That's what it was. So everything has its purpose. Yeah, we're kind of more to the corner here. I'm like seeing this thing too.
You got this fake rock that's covering something.
So even if you didn't know there was an underground house, you'd be like, what the heck is all this interesting stuff? There's got to be something underground.
Yeah, you'd probably think that with the stuff there.
So now, Steve-O, let's talk about this house and why it was built and who built it.
Let's see. Jerry and Mary Henderson bought the home and bought the property and built the home. He started out as where he got all his money to do all these crazy stuff was he was in one of the founders of Avon, and then he also was into aviation. He had an aviation business of some sort. And he made plenty of money doing those things. And then he kind of got this hobby / business going of making underground homes. Apparently this is the third one he's built. There's one in New York somewhere and somewhere else. And so, anyway, that's part of that stuff.
Well, I'm glad we got that stuff out of the way.
It took 5 years to build the house.
Okay.
And they actually lived in this house. It wasn't just
I was going to ask you. I thought he did live here.
Just like he was into bomb shelter type business, but he actually built this thing for living underground, and they actually did live there for a few years.
Okay. And
they had an entire wall full of cabinets entirely dedicated to VHS tapes, because this house was built in the 70s. And so they had all these VHS tapes. So if you're trapped underground while you're waiting for the nuclear fallout, it's as a prepper of some sort.
You may starve, but you're never going to be deprived of a movie.
They had a year's worth. They had a big old pantry with a year's worth of food. Literally, they could survive down there, assuming that the air conditioners kept working.
Well, yeah, it's kind of odd that it's a decoy, if they have a decoy home, because was this illegal to have an underground house or something? They have to hide it?
No, I think the whole point was that if you're going to be living underground, you don't want people, I
wasn't sure
you
if
have
he was
to protect your home.
Protecting himself from people or from like some nuclear bomb.
He was protecting himself from the nuclear fall, but also having it made this way where it looks like it's an abandoned field gives you some kind of, if people know you're living large, and they're starving.
Oh, I see.
You're in trouble.
So you might live in large in secret.
You need to live large in secret, exactly.
All right. So yeah, who knew? This is, and still, obviously, it's still in the works. I mean, it's not abandoned or anything. So, pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. But you gotta, I really don't know if I can describe all the neat things to you without doing it justice. You just need to see the actual house itself with all the
house. I will link that video I was talking about that we watched with that interview where the guy goes down and does a complete tour of the home, so you guys can see what we're talking about, because it looks so cool, and it's not open to the public, so we can just like walk right into these people's residence.
If we waved some cash like we were gonna buy it, maybe we could get in there.
Yeah,
no. I don't want to do that.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that.
That kind of cash.
No, who's got that kind of cash? All right, I'm stepping on some rocks just so I can look over this side of the fence.
Way over there is that one entrance that I've talked about, like it's a rock tunnel that you go in. It's way over there. And somewhere on the ground, for some reason, it says the word sex. I have no idea why. It's just like an outline of cement that says sex.
Oh, all right.
And go figure why they did that.
Go, Mr. Avon. All right, guys.
And the really one thing that they
Yes.
have in the house is this one is this mural in the master bathroom of Dorothy Stratton. Now, and I guess he traveled in pretty swank circles, so the artist in residence of Playboy painted this mural on the bathroom shower wall and on tile, and it's still there and intact and really fancy.
All right.
So, but Dorothy Stratton, you might know, if you don't know anything about her, she was a famously Playboy bunny that got
Murdered, right?
murdered. Yeah, and they made a whole movie about that and everything.
Curious at what this little building is.
Another entrance. It looks like it's,
Yeah.
or maybe it's just a shed. Looks
Maybe.
like a shed. I don't think it doesn't really look like an entrance. You think
Seems
they
too
did-
simple
Yeah.
to be just a shed.
Uh-huh.
Should be some kind of other entrance. Anyway, guys, okay. So
I
that's
think that's about all we can do.
that's the side here. We got some kind of complex building on this side, and the parking is reserved right here, but we found parking over there and there was no issue. So just so you know. Alrighty, guys, last but certainly not least.
Here's Johnny.
Alrighty, so you want to do this stuff, and then you go, oh my God, why did I do that? And then every time you're like, I got a good one to start this.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are here in Las Vegas.
Okay,
And we're going to show you Johnny Carson's vacation home when he was in Vegas.
not much of a vacation
It's
home
no,
now.
it is not long. Oh, how the mighty have fallen on this one.
Now,
So-
what street? This is a main
So
street,
this
Desert
is
Inn?
Desert Inn, and this is Seminole?
Seminole,
Something like that.
Seminole,
Circle.
however you
It's a
pronounce
little
that.
cul-de-sac right off Desert Inn.
Yeah, literally there's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 homes? That one looks like a business.
Yeah, they turned that one into
So,
an alterations or business or something.
all right,
So, anyway, this is the one right
this
here.
one right here. So let's,
Um,
it looks like it's abandoned
it is.
with maybe some few people residing in a grocery cart.
Yeah.
Maybe they're, I don't
I
even
don't
want
know
to
if somebody has
think to
squatting
walk
here
on the
or
property.
not.
Yeah, I don't
know.
even think about walking the property. But yeah, this used to be, I guess, Johnny Carson's little vacation home, huh?
Yeah, I had no idea because I really love. As sad as it is, the Las Vegas National Golf Course which is probably one reason he probably bought here, because it's so close to the golf course. And yeah, and so I'm sure that's one reason why he bought here. But this neighborhood was so swank at one time, and it's really sad. to
Well,
see
even the
how-
Scotch 80s, I'm not sure. That was a little bit further down by Charleston Boulevard, but that was half and half swanky, half not, but it was a little getting run down. It's kind of sad.
But just these amazing homes with these beautiful ranch homes with all the cool architecture, and the neighborhoods just went down. So bad. So let's see. Okay, we go in here. There's really not much we can show you about the actual house. I do have some shots off Zillow to show you what the house looked like.
Oh, it has inside pictures. Didn't you say this
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
How much do you think this is worth on Zillow right now? Do you remember?
Write it down.
You said it was still a lot of money.
Yeah, I believe.
Well, if you're going to show me pictures of Zillow, we could probably
Yeah,
put the
we'll
price on
find out
that.
about that one. 'Cause
But they had
I
inside pictures?
I didn't write it down. But yeah, I mean, it's something that they're asking like $350,000 or something, the same as our house. No, less than less. I forgot how much our house is. Anyway, they're asking 300. Quite
It
a
looks
bit
like
of money.
it's a ranch house, but it looks like it's not a huge ranch home, like maybe 1,500 square feet. Maybe?
Oh,
Maybe it goes out further than I'm looking at. From here, it
I'm
looks pretty
sure
small.
It's a good sized house. But so, if you want to hear just a little bit about poor old Johnny,
I don't think he's poor, but
well,
yeah.
Yeah, his net worth was $300 million.
Yeah, is that
Passed
poor
away.
to you? Holy crap.
Well, he's dead, so that's that pretty much makes you poor in my book. So he's born in 1925 and he died in January 23rd, 2005. His net worth was $300 million. Carson was a World War II veteran. He's got his start in radio in Nebraska, where he was born. His big break came when he got to fill in for Red Skelton. He was a writer for the Red Skelton Comedy Hour.
Oh, okay.
And Red Skelton couldn't do the show, and that back then it was live. And so he stepped up and did the Red Skelton Comedy Hour for one day. And next thing you know, now he's got his own TV show, and then he had his own variety show, and then he moved to New York and had did a game show that was really popular, and then boom, he replaced Jack Parr in the Tonight Show, and the rest is history there.
Ooh. I just noted
he won 4 Emmy Awards.
He used to be gated.
And
someone's playing classical music in the
he got
background.
won the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Oh, and Johnny Carson was getting really stressed out toward the end of his career, and he was all ready to walk out, and they renegotiated his contract, and that's why the Tonight Show was only when we were growing up, the Tonight Show was an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny's the reason they went down to 1 hour. So now it's only an hour show. They never moved back to an hour and a half.
I can imagine if he's on, was it every weeknight?
Yeah, he was on set 5 nights a week, and it was like, took his toll on him.
I can
after a couple
I
of
can see
decades,
that.
you know?
It's like, okay,
And
I
he's
can't
just
think
like,
of something every single
He wanted to
day.
quit, and they said, no, and they renegotiated the contract, and they made it an hour show.
All right.
So that's
So, yeah.
all I really have, except this poor house is...
Yeah, here it is, guys.
It
Like I
would
said,
be-
it has a track, like it was gated at one time. And now it's boarded up. I'm going to do a historic aerial shot of this just so we can get an idea of what it looked like back in its heyday. Alrighty guys, that concludes our celebrity home tour. Actually, this isn't...
Not really. A little of both.
Well, it concludes today's celebrity home tour. We're going to do more celebrity home tours in the near or far future. I don't want to make any promises on what we're going to do next because I don't even know. But there are plenty of other homes to research and check out.
Yeah, Las Vegas was the entertainment capital of the world. So.
And it still is.
So, I mean, even if big stars didn't always make this their primary residence, a lot of stars
vacation home.
have their vacation homes out here, or partial homes when they come out, perform.
Yeah, so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog as much as we enjoyed researching it.
We really enjoyed that.
But it was fun to see them. Because
Yeah,
I've been wanting to see that bunker house or that underground house for quite a while. I was like, whoa. I mean, since I found out about it last week, so for quite a while.
Yeah.
If you want to consider that quite a while. But I'm like, wow, I didn't know they had an underground house. We got to go check this little spot out. And so that was kind of cool. And also cool to see these homes. And plenty more I still have in my books of places to go check out. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.